Hi there, lovely ladies. I just thought I'd pop on and show you the bobbin method today. The bobbin method, that's what I call it, where you use your bobbin in your sewing machine. Now, I've just bought this and it didn't come with a bobbin cover, so I shall be getting onto them very quickly. Okay, there's no bobbin cover, so it might be difficult for me to show you how this works, but I'm going to do my best for you anyway. Turn your sewing machine into an embroidery machine. What we're going to do is we've got a bobbin here, okay, and I have put some embroidery thread through the bobbin. So what I'm going to do is, this is my new machine and it didn't come with a cover here, so I'm going to be calling them today. So it's going to be difficult really for me to do this. I have had a trial run, which was a bit difficult as well, but I do want to show you the bobbin method. So you just thread your machine as normal. So I've just put my bobbin into the machine and it has some embroidery thread on in the bobbin like that. So it's just nicely in there with the embroidery thread. Now this is my new brother machine and it didn't come with the cover plate, which I'm really annoyed about. So I'm going to be contacting them today. So what you do is you just pull that through, and I hope I'll be able to show you this without any problems. Okay, so you pull your thread through as you normally would with any other type of thread like this. So that's on top of your machine. Your bobbin contains the embroidery thread, or if you wanted to put ribbon through, you could. And you turn whatever you want to have this on, which is the result of having your bobbin in there. So that's the result. I've managed to do a zigzag stitch. See how pretty that is? That's on calico, so I've managed to do that from the bobbin. Sorry about the wobble. See the bobbin? And without the cover on as well. So it's really easy, and that's called, I've just nicknamed it the bobbin method. You can use ribbon, thin ribbon, which I have done before. So I have to go now online and have a chat with these people about my bobbin cover, because if I had that I could have gone through all sorts of things, card and everything, even this, which is really thick. Okay, so I'm going to get on to something else now for you. Hi ladies, I have got my neighbour. He's quite famous actually, because every time I sit down on a Saturday morning to show you anything, good old Derek gets out his lawnmower. That man, I don't know, he's a lovely neighbour, but he's a neighbour who's obsessed with mowing his lawn, so literally every day. So I've finished this fairy journal. That's the back of it. It's this beautiful fairy paper that I've got, and that's the fairy paper I was talking about, Carla. If you're watching, you probably are. And look, I've used the I've just sewed through that with the bobbin method as well, but with a lighter cotton. So I really love the back. I love the way that sits there. I just put a Tim Holtz butterfly on there and some little bits and pieces on there, some nice lace. I haven't finished yet, I don't think. This I printed out from my inkjet printer. Now, keeping to the bobbin method, there it is, all the way around this book. So you can see that. You see how it's gone all around there, and at the top there it's just, I've used the, there goes Derek. You hear the lawnmower? So all across here is the bobbin method. There's no point in me doing this later because his lawn is huge and he's got a ride on and he'll be doing it for hours. Look, around there, bobbin method. So, oh, and around here as well, around the fairy wings. I'll just probably give you a close-up on that one. And I've just put a fabric flower on there and sewed that on. I really love this fairy. Of course she's done on on a piece of A4 paper, but this is, you know, a size A4 paper, but this is actually fabric. So she was printed out from my inkjet printer onto really lovely thick calico, so it's good. And then I just put a little bit of glittery sort of a, you know, thingy over here, so just to give it some shine. I kept it away from her face. There's a bit of tellure with the glittering, you know, the diamonds in it. And then I just cut some more things out of my fairy book from this gorgeous paper that I've got, and I made this beautiful little pocket, and it's a teacup. That's actually a teacup, because I'm mad about teacups. I just love them. So that's that. And then I made this little tiny, I'll show you that teacup in case you didn't see it. You just put your cards in there. And then with this one, I have just made a small little little bit of journaling for you there, cards. And with this, there is a little letter in there to the fairies, and you can take it out. Just take it out for you. So that comes out beautifully, and it says, "Goodbye, dear fairies. Thank you for offering me to have you." Something like that. It's too tiny. I haven't got my glasses on, but I'm sure it's very nice what it says. So I've just put that in there, little fairy thingy, and then we have all the lovely papers covered here with some little bunny rabbit there and some beautiful. This is the paper that's from Sweden, I think. Yes, it is. And I've just put those cards in there with a little tea. Little fairy cards, proper little nice sweet fairy cards. And then I don't even know what's in here because I made this a while back. I think it's finished. Clearly it's not quite finished. There's a rabbit there. I've used the bobbin method again all the way through it. I always put the bobbin method in my journals because it really looks good. And I have used all sorts of different types of buttons, and I have put I've lightened the buttons, so I can't think this morning at all, ladies, I'm sorry. I just can't think. I've put various pieces of fabric using the bobbin method, and I've glued all that together actually, but it's very soft, so most of it's stitched. And then in here is a nice big deep pocket with just a paper pad, just to show you how deep the pocket is there. It's really lovely. Now it's just disappeared down the rabbit hole. And then there's a little rabbit on there. This is very, very old fabric. It's an old quilt from Durham, hand stitched. That's something I just did there. It just says T. I did the letters myself. There's a little gorgeous little pocket here, which is, you can see how soft this book is. Really old tea-dyed fabric quilt there. Hope you're getting this in, with a little card there. And then it just says T bobbin method. I've just showed you that. And then a heart with a beautiful bluebird, which I decoupaged, cut out. I decoupaged it onto some calico and cut that out. Frayed all this beautiful old fabric. Put some lace around it, made a little collage there from different things I've got in my stash. Good old Derek with his lawnmower, sorry ladies. And then on this side I've done another collage, a mixed media collage. And then in here there's loads of goodies. Nice big deep pocket. Well, I've got something lovely to show you actually. Oh, I have two. Okay, I made a big deep pocket there from an envelope that I made, which is really cute. And then on the back, there's some beautiful stuff on the envelope, okay? But I want to show you something very special. These are fairy wings. Fairy wings. In there, they're like fairy, yeah. Can you see the glitter? And it says fairy dust, sorry. I do have some fairy wings there. Fairy dust. So that's the front, and I made that on the back there. So it just says fairy dust there. Sorry guys, I'll just show you again. Fairy dust. And then you put it in there like that. The envelope is made from half fabric and half, you know, fabric and all sorts of stuff, and card. I made a beautiful little postcard, which is made from vellum paper, and I sewed around there on my sewing machine. It's got loads of buttons on it and all sorts of lovely things. That's a nice deep pocket, is that? Yeah, it goes all the way down to there. I'm going to put some bling around the top. I really like this bit here. And then on the back, there is a rolled rose, some bling. There's a little bit of decoupage going on there, a bit of mixed media going on, and tea staining. Oh, look at the bird, isn't it cute? And then there's a beautiful ballerina, mixed media again. Some nice paper that I've tea dyed. I've got to put some of that in here, by the way, so it isn't finished, is it? It's got a nice big deep place there to put other things in when it's finished. And then we have a really pretty card here with some old fabric, which I should have tea dyed. Old fabric again, just some flowers from my stash. Beautiful padded fabric. Gorgeous, gorgeous old doily. Lovely handmade flower. Some journaling space. I don't think that's, yeah, journaling space. Then we've got this gorgeous old lace here. I can tell I haven't finished because nothing's attached. But that'll probably go on there like that. Okay. And, oh, this is hand dyed by me. Well, that's hand dyed. I'm going to be putting these in there and that in there. It's an old doily. Of course, that piece that fell out earlier, that piece will be going on there. I'm still working on this. I've got a few projects going at the moment, quite a few. So I just took you quickly through this until it's finished. But I do think it's an incredibly pretty journal, and it's just one of the many fairy journals that I'm doing. I really like that page. So I've got my, that's been decoupaged onto some calico, that's on there. And I really had fun cutting that tea out and just doing that. So, yeah, it's cute. And I've got some other things to show you today as well. I might as well spend a bit of time with you today, and then I've got to finish off a cushion for a very dear friend, and I've got to finish off Jane's mushroom, which I'm going to show you. Fairy mushroom, and it has some lovely beautiful wired fairy flowers that go all the way around here. Now it's nowhere near finished, so Jane, I can't post it off this weekend, nor can I post off the cushion that I'm making for my other friend because I'm running behind time. I had a bit of a fibro carry-on the other day, and I had to put down my tools for a bit. So this is the mushroom. It does bend. It is enormous. That's what you wanted me to make, and it does weigh quite a lot. So it's probably going to be the only thing that's going to come in the post to you, Jane, because hubby says that the postage is just getting a bit out of hand, because I've got quite a lot of happy mail to post off with this as well. So the top has lots of lovely bits on, but I'm going to have to stop this now because I'm running out of YouTube time. But I will come back on with another video